Wind, bitter cold, and snow has arrived, knocking out power to thousands. We've got the latest outages for you.
The worst conditions continue to be tonight west of Rochester into Orleans County, Genesee, and west. Not that great either here, but manageable. We'll have much more on what's anticipated for the weekend in my forecast next.
Plus, blizzard conditions to the west in Buffalo.
Just to give you an idea how bad the whiteout conditions are down here by the water, that is Canal Side, and over there is the Children's Museum, and just over there is KeyBank Center.
And how 2 West Webster firefighters are being remembered 10 years after their tragic deaths.
From your breaking news and weather authority on Fox Rochester, this is 13 WHAM News at 10.
Tonight, a wild winter storm with snow, bitter cold, and strong winds creating a mess for travel just days before the holiday.
Man, hopefully the bars open out here in Rochester, man. Some IPAs, man. I'm ready to go have an IPA. Hopefully some good IPAs in Rochester.
That is a good attitude to have in the face of a canceled flight, and that is what many are dealing with tonight. Good evening to you. I'm Matt Malloy. We have team coverage you can see from your screen of that winter blast here in western New York. Our Carla Rogner will have the latest on the holiday travel mess, but we kick it off with meteorologist Scott Hetzko tracking the storm.
I know some great IPAs. That's my favorite type of beer. I can help him out. All right, so let's start with the wind. That was the big story earlier today. We'll get to the snow in a second. 69-mile-an-hour gust in Rochester earlier today. That was in the morning. Niagara Falls hit 71, Buffalo 69. We had reports right on the lakefront with unofficial non-airport data, but still 79-mile-an-hour wind reported in the town of Lackawanna, just south of Buffalo today. Tonight, it continues, and it will all this Christmas weekend for folks to the west of us. This is going to end up being an incredibly significant event for them, and it's not going to get any better throughout the weekend for them. Back here in Monroe County, I just wanted to show you how wide the county of Monroe is. You can go from the east side to the west side. It's 30 minutes in width. It would take you almost an hour by drive to go from one side to the other. So that's why the forecast is so hard for this county, because if you're in one part, up near Parma and Ogden, it's snowing pretty good up here. But south and east, down in Mendon, Henrietta, Perrington, not a thing going on right now. So we'll take you up toward the area of northwest Monroe County, put it in a couple-hour loop for you. You can notice how gently jogging back to the east a little bit in the last couple hours is the snow getting back into Ogden right now, and maybe on the extreme west side of the metro, including Gates and Greece up there as well. So back to the west. So it's a blizzard. Don't go there, okay? We have reports of scores of cars stuck on highways from Genesee County through Erie, stranded. This snow is not going to stop. Don't try to be a hero and get out there. Bad idea. 39 degrees at 7 o'clock. It was 6 o'clock last hour. Currently, we'll show you the WHAM cam with pretty low visibility right now, but sustainable weather here. 6 degrees, and it feels like 18 to 33 below zero across the state this evening. Let's give you the weekend outlook for Christmas weekend. 17, windy, very cold, snow and blowing snow west for tomorrow. It will get better slowly as we get into Christmas Day. Not as bad, mostly cloudy. Some areas might get some sun, especially in the Finger Lakes. Coldest Christmas Day since the year 2000, Matt. But look at those winds still humming on from the west at 15 to 35 on Sunday. But that's no longer a severe wind. We'll come back and look at what's ahead for next week. It's better, I promise, coming up.
All right, Scott, thank you. This storm taking place the night before Christmas Eve as many hope to travel and spend the holiday with families and loved ones. Travel advisories in effect on the roads in Monroe County and driving bans in place in Orleans County. We continue our team coverage tonight with 13 WHAM's Carla Rogner joining us live from the Rochester Airport, where flights are grounded tonight. Carla, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. The word of the day here at the Rochester Airport is canceled. No flights are going in or going out, and it's left some people stranded here, hoping they can get to their destinations in time for Christmas. Olivia Dodds is spending the night before Christmas Eve at the Rochester Airport.
I had a flight out tomorrow morning, and I had to get here before the storm hit Fort Drum. So we left Fort Drum like a little after 1, and when we were mostly here, my flight got canceled, but it was safer to just come to the airport and stay here than to try and drive back through the storm. So when I got here, I found out that all the flights were canceled for tonight too, so I didn't have a way out, so we're kind of here for the night at least.
She was hoping to get to Washington State in time for Christmas, but there are no more flights available online until Wednesday.
If I can't get a flight tomorrow, I just have to test my luck the next day. I don't know.
She's not the only one left stranded by the storm. Mario Lane's flight to Florida canceled after driving here from Buffalo.
Game plan now is maybe to hit the road and maybe try to make it back to Buffalo, see some of my family there, but that's not even looking possible. Man, hopefully the bars open out here in Rochester, man. Some IPAs, man. I'm ready to go have an IPA.
Some were lucky. Brad Willard is picking up his daughter, one of the few flights that made it in today.
They were flying in JetBlue, and everything around them was diverted, and the security fellow was on the phone. So JetBlue looks like they're going to make an attempt to land, which, brave.
Now travelers like Olivia adding a plane ticket to their last-minute Christmas list.
It's weather. There's not much you can do about it, and it is what it is at this point. I'm here, so I'm going to make it work.
To the airports here that a lot of the flights that are going out and coming in tomorrow, you can see here at the airport on the boards here, lots of the flights that are coming in and going out tomorrow are already canceled, especially the ones leaving early in the day. Many airlines are offering waivers to change your flight. If you are still hoping to fly, it is recommended that you check your flight status before coming to the airport. Live in Rochester, Carla Rogener, 13 WHAM News.
All right, Carla, thank you. Here's how powerful those winds were today. Look at this video. Actually taking down a traffic light on Lyle Avenue and Lee Road earlier in the day. Thankfully, no one was hurt when that came crashing down, but it shows you just how strong some of the wind gusts were today. There you see a light pole down on the ground, and Rochester police there putting some crime scene tape up, or not crime scene tape, but tape around there to make sure nobody gets injured in that area. A quick update on power outages for you this hour. RG&E reporting more than 8,000 customers currently without power. That is down from earlier in the day, the bulk in Monroe and Ontario counties. NYSEG reporting 324 customers without power. National Grid, about 8,500 customers without power. A reminder, you can get the latest updates on our website, 13wham.com. And anyone needing overnight shelter can use the Monroe County emergency shelters, if you're in need of a place to keep warm, charge your cell phone or other devices, and get food tomorrow. The Grant Center is being used as a warming center. That R Center is closed for the night, I should say, but will reopen at 9 a.m. tomorrow and be open until 9 in the evening. And trying to travel west on the Thruway is not an option. It is closed to all vehicles between Henrietta and the Pennsylvania state line south of Buffalo. This is until further notice. These pictures are from Leroy in the last hour. And Buffalo getting the brunt of the storm with difficult and dangerous blizzard conditions. Kevin Jolly has the latest.
The major storm landed here in western New York just in time for the Christmas weekend, bringing with it strong winds, freezing temperatures, and blowing snow.
If you don't have to be on the roads, if you are not an essential worker, please do not drive on Friday and Saturday.
Driving through the city, despite the icy roads and whiteout conditions, we found plenty of cars on the road. Here on Delaware Avenue, a tree torn apart by high winds.
For trees that are just down on the street or sidewalks or in your front yard, or that you see kind of off to the side that might be blocking a parking space, please call 311. Save 911 for the true emergencies.
Just to give you an idea how bad the whiteout conditions are down here by the water, that is Canal Side, and over there is the Children's Museum, and just over there is KeyBank Center. The high winds and whiteout conditions also prompted officials to close the Skyway and the cancellation of all evening flights from the Buffalo-Niagara International Airport. Meanwhile, shoppers made a last-minute run to the grocery stores to pick up a few items.
Came out to get some waters and stuff, because, I was at work yesterday.
Eggs, milk,
Grits. Uh-oh.
My wife found out that I missed some things yesterday during our shopping trip, so here we are.
Diane Sagalski says her flight from Florida was canceled, so she came here to Wegmans to make sure she had enough food for the weekend.
I'm literally walking in to get any last-minute stuff before they close because I'm bunked in my house.
All right. Robert Kibling came here with his wife to pick up a few last-minute items. He remembers the blizzard of '77, and he has this advice.
Just got to deal with it, try to be safe, you know, try to get back home and not continue on driving. All the stores are closed. Best thing to do is stay home. Be safe.
Kevin Jolly, Fox Buffalo.
All right, still ahead here on Fox Rochester. The weather blamed for a 50-car pileup in Ohio. The new video into us tonight.